This car, this driver, so close last year to being the best in the business. So close last year to being the next big thing, to being the champion. He's coming for everybody this year, Ian. Let's see how he gets on in the first run of qualifying.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work to the car. He said the car feels better than ever. And now look at this, as Lauri Heinonen, he's better than anyone on that initiation and better than anyone on that first inside zone. As Lauri Heinonen gets himself dialed, look at this, a wide line. He swings the car into the outside zone. This incredible, snappy transition. Heinonen back on form once again as Lauri Heinonen squeezes the throttle and puts the back end of that 180SX across the line.
Unbelievable. An 87
He's an 87 or more.
Over an 87. So that's where he needs to be right now. The finish flags are out. Will the finish driver deliver? Lauri Heinonen fires in.
Yeah, look at this, windows flexing as he fires in on big angle. Lauri Heinonen looks for the inside zone as he opens up the throttle. He's a little shy on it. He has to wobble. Look at that front wheel, shallows off the angle now as that V8 screams. He dials back on the angle, big angle as he comes into outside zone 3 on the foot brake as he flicks it 90 degrees past that inside zone, but he's messed himself up. Get into the outside zone, that final long one, as he stands on the accelerator and unleashes the sound across the line.
It's very wild. He basically just had a little look over it. I can imagine a slow motion moment.
Yeah.
As he's on this topsy-turvy top 32, that would be a big statement.
I think if you say favourites now, that's out the window. Everything's been reset to 0. Here we go, off the line. Lauri Heinonen to lead in, Edgar Kagaris. Kagaris looks for the side of that purple and yellow S13. Dials on too much angle and he's slow. He hasn't got the pace now as Heinonen starts to work in. Turn the screw, open the throttle. Kagaris making some mistakes. Look at that early transition. Puts himself in the middle of the circuit. He's way out of formation as Heinonen looks for the final outside zone. Puts the wheel to the edge of the circuit. Stamps on the accelerator and gets himself across the line.
Well, that's definitely half dangerous right now. And Edgar Kagaris is going to know all about it in about 30 seconds time because he's going to go for that door.
He certainly is going to go for that door, and he's hunting it down right now as he looks for the back bumper as Kagaris fires that car from left to right. Lauri Heinonen just goes for a nice simple initiation, tucks himself up on the inside and now starts to work himself into the groove. Look at this, on the back bumper, no messing around. He's on a nicer line than Kagaris. Dials on the angle, almost puts himself in a bit of a situation there, but Kagaris falls off that qualifying line as he gets into the outside zone. Stabs a handbrake, that opens the door once again for Lauri Heinonen. Heinonen going to go for it here. He's going to put the risk in. Kagaris way off that line. There's a lot of Irish fans here this weekend, and there's a lot of Finnish fans.
And both of those finishing 1 and 2 in the Nations Cup last year.
Oh, man.
Oh, here's a big one. You can see the Irish fans and the Finnish fans are waiting what's going to happen next. Lauri fires in. McKeever, contact on the entry. McKeever had to back out of it.
Yeah, he did have to back out of it, Dave. He had to think about this, and that could have opened the door a little bit for Lauri Heinonen. He's lightened that car. He's put more grip in it, and now you start to see it unfold as he fires down the circuit. You can see McKeever hasn't really got an answer at the moment. He's going to have to make a dive into this final outside zone, and look at the pace from Lauri Heinonen. He didn't even lift off the throttle into that outside zone, and he drives away from McKeever.
He does not catch top 16 level. Everyone's going to be terrified of you. McKeever has got to pull something out of the bag. Very hard to do it from the lead position.
It certainly is. He's going to go for a wild initiation. He fires that car across the circuit, big angle, but look at Heinonen onto the door straight away, and he doesn't even get affected by the back out from McKeever. McKeever lifts off the throttle, and Lauri Heinonen stays with him. Oh, big transition through the smoke from Lauri Heinonen. This is insane. Heinonen makes a big mistake there, though. Mistimes the transition, but he's on him. He hits him. Oh, and there's contact between the two drivers, and that upsets Heinonen as he gets back into it again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just when you thought.
Great 8 for the last spot in the final 4.
For the top 4.
Oh,
see?
Sorry.
Lauri Heinonen in the lead position. Kevin Piscotty in the chain. Oh, look at Kevin Piscotty firing in onto the door. Lauri Heinonen goes wide on that first corner. Tries to tuck the nose. It does. Now Piscotty, we know Lauri Heinenen's car is so fast. He's got to stay with him. But Piscotty pushes very wide on the transition. As look at Heinonen. He's absolutely perfect in that lead position. Is there any stopping Lauri Heinonen right now? As Piscotty goes right up to the door, tries to catch the flying fin, but it's tougher than it looks. This is for a space in the top 4. Heinonen and Chase, Piscotty in the lead.
Here we go through the gears they go. Piscotty knows he needs to do everything he can, use every tool in the box right now to try and drive away from Lauri Heinonen. Fills him with a cloud of smoke, and he's closer than anyone else has been before. But that aggression shone through again, Dave, as Lauri Heinonen almost hit the side of Kevin Piscotty's BMW. They now come through that last inner zone, fire into that final outside zone. Back on the throttle goes Kevin Piscotty, but Lauri Heinonen right there with him. He's wandering and wavering, though. He's trying to dial that car on the side. That one was...
Sherman's beaten every single yellow car today, but it's only half yellow on Heinonen, so he's got half the chance to keep that record right. Sherman and Heinonen definitely the 2 fastest on the course, the 2 favourites now to take the win. Let's see what happens when they go head-to-head here in the semi-final.
Yeah, nice nice initiation for Benedictus Cherba as Lauri Heinonen starts to get into it now. Cherba starts to apply the pressure. He knows he needs to be fast. He knows he needs to put everything he can to use right now because he knows that Lauri Heinonen will be wanting to hunt him down and look for that door. Bow! Big angle transition from Cherba. That was disgusting the way he fired that car into the outside zone. No regard for Lauri Heinonen as they come across the line.
Nobody's been able to catch Lauri so far. That's what's going to be all about.
Well, can he do it? Can he keep with him?
Well, here we go.
Well, he's through the gears, and look at this. The car starts to flex under the speed that they now start to carry as Benedictus Cherba fires that car in, but he's had to give him some room to manoeuvre as Lauri Heinonen shallows off the angle massively, then starts to dial it back on again, and now Cherba gets himself back in the fight. He's the only man this weekend that's had the pace. Heinonen fires on the big angle. Cherba's still with him. Can Cherba hang in this long outside zone as Lauri Heinonen puts foot to floor and gets himself across the line?
Here we go, round one of 2024 Drift Masters. It's Heinonen to lead in Pizor. This is for all the marbles. Here we go.
Through the gears they come. Look at this. Whoa! Kevin Pizor goes for it. Almost takes the back end of Lauri Heinenen's car as they fire into that first outside zone. Look at Kevin Pizor giving Lauri Heinonen a little nudge. He pushes him, encourages him down the circuit. Now Heinonen aggressive, wound up as he fires that car through. Kevin Pizor takes cones down on the inner zone as he squeezes the throttle and drives away from Kevin Pizor.
Absolutely sensational. Bringing the heat is Lauri Heinonen. And in the next 40 seconds, it's all on Lauri Heinonen to make that decision.
Well, here they go through the gears. Kevin Pizor goes for a big initiation. Lauri Heinonen waits, straight line approach to this one. As Heinonen looks for the inside, he looks for the door. He's on a shallow angle. As Kevin Pizor now starts to fill the arena with smoke, he's driving away from Lauri Heinonen. As Heinonen now sacrifices some line, gets himself in the mix, backs that car in wheel to wheel, tucks the nose up on the inside, now goes even closer than Kevin Pizor on that final